Coming up on Morning Drive, we reveal the names of the 81 young people that have earned the golden ticket to one of the coolest events in golf, the Pure Insurance Championship at Pebble Beach. Gary?
Yeah, you think they'll be excited? Plus, you're going to hear from a four-time major champion who's hosting the Irish Open. That's Rory McIlroy, and we're on the grounds at the Greenbrier Classic. It's all coming up next on Morning Drive. Hey, good morning. Welcome inside Studio AP. It is July 5th. Hope everybody had a wonderful holiday yesterday. Gary Williams, Charlie Rammer. I know I did. My power went out at 5. Still not restored. It was a lot of fun, Charlie.
Well, you know what was fun? The two of us played a little golf yesterday here in the Orlando area at the Winter Park 9. I appreciate you not bringing up my tee shot at number 9, but it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a chance to get out and have some fun with your friends and family yesterday. I will tell you, though, the sweating was a lot more prolific and better than our golf.
Yeah, but we had an awful lot of fun, and we're going to have fun today because you're a big kid. You love kids. We're going to make a lot of kids happy today, aren't we?
Absolutely. The Pure Insurance Championship, revealing the names of the 81 recipients of the golden ticket to an amazing event. That's really the focus of our show today, and it's a great focus to have.
Yeah, well said. Golden tickets. Speaking of golden, happy birthday to Bailey Mosier.
Yeah.
Now, Brandel Chambly made a mistake the other day. He makes quite a few.
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
We thought it was the other day. It's today. Good morning. Happy birthday.
Good morning. Thank you. I had a feeling that birthday wish was coming, even though I got 2 birthday wishes this week, but thank you very much for that. Yes, I'll take all of them I can get. So, tweet me at Bailey Mosier GC. Keep sending them my way, I guess. Well, good morning. Happy to be here working with you on my birthday, July 5th. It is First Tee Wednesday, a very special First Tee Wednesday because, like the guys already mentioned, we are unveiling 81 First Tee participants who will be heading to Pebble Beach this September to play in the Pure Insurance Championship. A big deal. These junior golfers are going to be playing alongside PGA Tour Champions players. You see some info there on the screen. It's an official PGA Tour Champions event, the 14th year. This year's field, how about this? 40% are girls, 40% are minorities, which is a big deal for the First Tee. It's a goal to increase participation of both at their chapter programs. So for more on how big a deal this is and what this means for these kids, let's hear from a past participant.
My name is Gary Jones Jr. from the First Tee of Hampton Roads. I had the amazing opportunity of playing in the 2016 Pure Insurance Championship at Pebble Beach. And today, 81 participants will be selected for the same once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we couldn't be more excited. Stay tuned in and help me cheer them on.
All right, so we're going to begin with the Great Lakes region as we unveil the 81 kids who are receiving invites into this year's Pure Insurance Championship. That region includes Chicago, and who better to help us kick off the reveals this morning than a former world #1 player who lives in that area.
I was approached maybe 8 or 9 years ago to get involved with a fundraiser for the First Tee. I think the chapter in Chicago was really struggling, and we wanted to raise some money to try and kind of resurrect it and get it back on track. And obviously, having been given a lot of opportunities in golf at a young age as a junior myself, really gave me the opportunity to be where I am right now and have the success I've had in golf. So, it's really nice to be able to do something similar, to be able to create opportunities for young kids, not only inner city kids, but all kinds of kids from Chicago to enjoy this great game and obviously to get so much out of it like I have.
One thing I want you guys to all work on is Donald's here.
Hey guys.
Give him a round of applause.
Woo! How are you?
Hey Luke.
How are you?
Thanks for coming.
Where's my man Abdel? How are you, man? Good to see you.
So good to see you.
I'm really here to see you. I've got an announcement. You've been chosen by the First Tee to play in the Pure Insurance Championship at Pebble Beach with some Champions Tour players.
Abdul, my man!
Huh? Congratulations.
Thank you.
What a great honor.
Thank you.
I think you're only the 3rd person out of Chicago to be presented in the last 17 years. So Have you ever played Pebble?
No, I haven't.
It's by the water.
Yes.
It's a public course like this, so it's going to be quite a treat. So congratulations.
Here for Abdel!
I am.
Now, Abdel is one of 5 junior golfers from the Great Lakes region who will be heading to Pebble Beach this September as we take a look at a handful of other junior golfers who will be doing the same thing. So congratulations to all of those kids so far. So kids, we know it is early. You were probably up late last night watching the fireworks. Who could blame you? But wake up, get up, tune in, because we are unveiling 81 of your names out there who are heading to Pebble Beach this September. We want to hear from you socially. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever your social channel is. Make sure your parents are around to supervise, but tweet us or send us your photos of you watching the reveal of all of these names with the hashtag PureChamp. We're going to show some of your photos, some of your reactions throughout today's show. 81 kids will be heading to Pebble this September. Gary, over to you.
Okay, Bailey. Actually, I think we've made a clerical error. It's 82 because you're in the field and you're a big kid. But
I'm in the field next year, not this year.
That's right. That's right. You know, it's July 4th yesterday. It's Christmas morning for these 81 kids. You have a lot to say about this event. I know you do.
Yeah, absolutely I do. First and foremost, all of these 81 kids, they're golfers, but they're not going to Pebble Beach because of their golf. They didn't qualify or win a golf tournament to be there. These kids are the cream of the crop in terms of their character, their work ethic, their discipline, their volunteerism. I mean, these are kids, letters have been written on their behalf, submitted to a committee. There's a lot of great letters that come in pushing a lot of candidates to get this invite. When you get an invite, you are doing amazing things in your community. For example, these kids within their chapters are mentoring kids behind them. So it's an unbelievable award and reward for the work that you're doing in your community. They're leaders. They're going to have an amazing week at Pebble Beach. They're going to establish relationships that will last them a lifetime. These 81 kids, watch what they do after this, the rest of their lives. They're going to be business leaders. They're going to be politicians. They're going to be community leaders. They're going to do some great things. It's an event, as you can tell, I feel very strongly about. I love that golf comes together through the First Tee and does an event like this. It's very, very meaningful, not only to golf, that's not the main purpose of it, but to society in general.
Well said. Of course, we are on the eve of the Greenbrier Classic in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, a year removed from the devastation of the flooding that occurred in late June of last year. And they've got some cloudy skies this morning, and by virtue of that, our travel expert Matt Janella is inside this morning. And Matt, you know, you spent a fair amount of time on the Monterey Peninsula, and I want to get your thoughts off of what you heard Charlie have to say, because I know that you are very passionate as well about the impact of this event.
Yeah, I agree with everything that Charlie said. Obviously, I've had the opportunity to play in this event multiple times. And how many nice things can you say about a great event? You take the setting, which is Pebble Beach, the top public course in the country. You take the titans of industry. You take legends of the game, and you take those 81 future leaders of America. And it's not just a one-off event. It's not just, you know, you play a hole or you play a round of golf, you know, with these kids, and these kids just play one round of golf with these industry leaders and the legends of the game. They play multiple rounds, practice rounds. They're having lunches together, dinners together, evening activities. They have leadership programs. Peter Jacobson leads a dinner with all the kids, and a variety of people get up and speak on behalf of whatever industry they're representing. It's to me, of all the Grow the Game initiatives, obviously First Tee falls in the category as one of the top ones, and this is kind of the top gun of the First Tee. And like I said, I can't say enough great things about it.
No doubt about it. All right, what's happening now is that we got the groupings for the first 2 days of the Greenbrier Classic. You got two guys, two lefties, who've combined to win 7 major championships. Phil Mickelson with 5, Bubba Watson with those 2 Masters titles. They'll be grouped together for the first 2 rounds. That will certainly attract a crowd as we take a look at their tee time. And they'll play with the guy he's defending. Danny Lee is the player who won this event when it was last hosted in 2015. So Watson, Lee, and Mickelson. Coverage begins tomorrow at 2:30, and they will be in that broadcast window teeing off at 1 o'clock. And Matt, you know, yesterday you gave us great detail about what Keith Foster did at the Old White. But for folks who have never been to the Greenbrier, There is a lot of golf to be played there. Give us an update on the other golf courses there.
Yeah, essentially there's 5 golf courses here, Gary, and to be honest, a bulk of the resources and the energy was obviously put towards Old White to get that golf course ready for this week, and understandably so. But I did talk to Bert Bain, the director of golf here last night, and he gave me an update. You know, Old White will reopen on Monday after the Classic. They'll have an event here, 160 players playing with Sunday pins. That's really the first look at that a lot of the members and the public will get at Old White as far as being able to play the golf course. The Greenbrier Sporting Club, that's the private course here, Tom Fazio design, underwent extensive damage as well. They redid 3 of the greens that reopened on May 13th for their members. The Meadows course, rebuilt and redesigned in-house. They took 6 of the holes from the Greenbrier course. They made the Meadows a new 18-hole course that will reopen shortly after the Old White. The Greenbrier course, as we know, which was redone in 1978 by Jack Nicklaus, hosted the 79 Ryder Cup, 94 Solheim Cup. There are 12 holes remaining because 6 went to the Meadows course. Those holes are actually open now. Phil Mickelson was in here with his team earlier in the week. His team includes Rick Smith, his former swing coach, who also has done a lot of architecture work, including Arcadia Bluffs. Mickelson and his team were walking that routing. They look to sort of hearken or be a bit of an homage to Seth Ramage, but it will be different. And then finally, that Oakhurst golf course that we've heard so much about that will be designed by the 4 big names of the game, Palmer, Player, Nicklaus, and Trevino. That project has a bit stalled for now, again, with the resources going towards Old White. They still have a scheduled reopening of 2019. Some of the holes have been shaped, but nothing's been grassed yet.
All right, much more from Matt coming up from the Greenbrier a little bit later on. What else is happening? Well, we know we're on the eve of another big event on the European Tour, and that is the Dubai Duty Free Irish Open, hosted by Rory's Foundation. He is grouped with John Rahm and Hideki Matsuyama for the first 2 rounds. That is some serious firepower. It'll be very interesting because he is defending, and the way he did it last year in dramatic fashion. You see their tee time. They're off at 8:20. Coverage tomorrow morning right here on Golf Channel starting at 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Can't wait to watch those 3 play on a wonderful golf course in Northern Ireland. And with that, we get to say good morning to Delightful Di. We love when we have her on the show. Di Doherty alongside someone who will be a big part of the coverage. How are you?
Gary, what a welcome. Thank you so much. It's great to be back on Morning Drive. It's the sun is actually trying to break through the clouds here at the Irish Open. I'm here with Warren Humphries, and we're delighted to be here, Warren. It's such a spectacular event, and it's grown so much over the years. Let's talk first of all about our host, Rory McIlroy, who's got a lot of responsibility at the beginning of this week, and he hosted an evening with Rory last night in Belfast. He's got the Pro-Am today, the opening ceremony tonight. How is he juggling his responsibilities as defending champion?
I'm exhausted just listening to you, what he's got to do. But yeah, the thing is, he's a big boy now. He came to this event last year. He really wanted to win it. He was setting up, this Irish Open to be something very special. And he handled it well, because in the end he came out victorious. So I think he's learnt a lot from that. He'll take all those things into account. And he knows he's got to perform this week. So while he wanted carry out his duties, do them well, and he did them perfectly last night, I have to say. He spoke very well. He seemed to be confident, bringing in a lot of good vibes into the tournament. But come Wednesday night, he'll put that away and compartmentalise. Right, I'm in the office now, I'll start playing.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Thursday onwards, it's just solely about golf. And he's been in the UK for the past 10 days now and played a lot of links golf. He's been at Portrush, County Down. He's been over to Royal Birkdale as well in preparation for the Open Championship. So he looked pretty fired up in the press conference just a little bit earlier on today. And I actually had an opportunity to speak to him earlier, which you'll hear later on Morning Drive. Let's concentrate on the course here. Port Stewart we're at. And what do you make of it? It just seems... It looks magical.
Well, you're walking on hallowed ground, really, because you know, I've just been round this morning just to reacquaint myself with the back nine, and I was saying to one of the guys, well, you know, it's nice to go around here. You know, the flatter nine. He said, oh yeah, but what about the other side? You know, when it's really mounted, it's in amongst the dunes. He said, if you stand on top of the second and the fourth holes, it is like standing on top of the world, and you look down and you see this magical piece of terrain, and you go, wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all the players feel that, and it's almost that the hair stands on the back of their neck and they get the goose pimples, and because of that, they want to play well.
Yeah,
they want to perform here.
It's an incredible setting. Game of Thrones was filmed just on the beach here as well, so a lot to look forward to here at the Irish Open. But for now, let's hand back to birthday girl Bailey. Happy birthday from all of us here in Northern Ireland.
Di, thank you. You are so sweet, and thank you again for all the birthday wishes from Gary and Charlie so far. So we just heard Di and Warren. They're talking about Rory McIlroy, but coming up later, Di is going to be talking to Rory McIlroy. She's on site there all week at the Dubai Duty-Free Irish Open, and as she mentioned, she caught up with him earlier, the defending champ and tournament host. She's got the scoop on his game plan for the week, and we're going to bring that to you. And we have a Golf Channel Academy coach joining us who has a game plan for you the next time you tee it up. He's visiting all the way from Kansas City, Missouri. He's here to get you playing like the 5-time champion golfer of the year, Tom Watson, who, what do you know, is also from Kansas City, Missouri. And it's a very special First Tee Wednesday. You're going to want to keep it locked right here to Morning Drive all morning long. We are revealing the 81 First Tee participants who are invited to this year's Pure Insurance Championship at Pebble Beach in September. One of those lucky 81 could be you watching at home. Morning Drive rolls on this Wednesday as we also continue to check in with our very own Matt Janella, who is at the Greenbrier all week for this week's PGA Tour stop. Morning Drive is live, and we are back right after this.